Hello and welcome back to episode 63 of The Outer Worlds. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. So here we are back at the manor, and it is time to check in with the two remaining Ambroses. I wonder if there's anything we could do about Harvey. I don't know. I assume I would have figured it out by now if I could.
I have to know, Mother. All those years ago, what tipped you off that Gorgon was in trouble?
The volunteers. Not just the shocking way they died, but the company's muted response to it. They were expensive to house, train, and treat. That the company would spare no expense, yet let so many of them die. It was terrible. I knew then I'd lost control of Gorgon. I'd lost control of Adrenatime.
You never told me Gorgon was such a logistical nightmare. We should have had this conversation 5 years ago.
You can't know how badly I wanted to. But the truth put you in danger, and I couldn't abide that.
I owe you an apology, Captain. Not only did I deceive you, but all this time I had the wrong idea about Mother.
What do you think of her now?
Mother is less than perfect, but more than a monster. Somewhere in the middle, I suppose. We still have a great deal of work ahead of us. The years of silence were not easy.
I don't doubt it was hard on you, but I knew you'd come out the stronger for it. We have the chance to know each other now, thanks entirely to you.
How do you plan on mending relations from here?
On Minnie's terms, whatever they may be. I've made enough decisions for her, I think.
Well, there's no need to dwell on the past anymore. We're in the thick of it together, now that we're partners.
Partners? Huh. I suppose we are.
And family, I suppose. This isn't at all playing out the way I imagined it. And for the first time, I'm glad.
How did you expect it to go?
A calm and measured speech, followed by screaming, hurling spoons, and maybe a broken window. This is much better.
I'm glad to have you as my daughter, Minnie. But I'm proud to call you my partner. But I fear things will only get harder from here.
Test measure revise.
Indeed. The road to a cure will be long and fraught with setbacks. We will need to find our strength in the work, and our partnership, if we're to overcome them.
You've earned this, Captain. For recovering Mother's journal, for getting us talking in the same room together, and for exceeding my expectations.
Indeed. I have no use for bits and baubles on Gorgon. Not now that I have my work. Take what's yours, Captain. The road to a marauder cure will be a long one, and the board will surely fight us every step of the way. But this partnership, it's a damn good start.
Will you put the burden of the colony aside for just one moment? Give me a day with my mother before we get back to work.
For you, I will try.
$5,000 bits for all that. But I suppose the family reunion is its own reward, right? Right. 5,000 bits. I could level my armor up 2.5 times with that. Not even 2.5 times. So with that, it is time for us to get back to the main story. And it's been a while. But I believe some adjutant asked us to betray Phineas. And, you know, I have thought about it between then and now, and I'm pretty convinced that the game isn't gonna make that sort of thing irrevocable. So I say, give it a shot. Play both sides a little bit and see how it goes. And hey, I can always load a save if it doesn't work out. I'm not above that.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
No thanks. She hates that. She didn't say so, but you can see it in her eyes. 12th power energy field. Whitening flux dispenser V exciting. Alright, so I believe... Oh, look at that. White feet. I believe I should just check the message. Yeah. There it is. Here we go. Home sweet home. There we go.
Can we talk?
Who? Who wants to talk?
So we're really gonna do this? I've seen lots of crazy, Captain, but Phineas is in a class of his own. Do you really think he knows what he's doing? Sending us to skip the Hope into Terra 2's orbit right under the board's nose?
I'm not sure, but it's our best chance.
There's a sobering thought. Makes me want to drink. I think this whole plan's insane, but it'll make a good story, you know, if we survive. Speaking of, I get that Phineas thinks he's saving the colony, but what about you? Why risk your neck on this crazy scheme?
Yeah, what else am I going to do?
Makes you wish for a fancier ship with bigger engines. Don't know about you, but I'd be out of here if I could. Still, all this depends on the other Hope colonists. Are they gonna pull us out of the shit? Or are we all just gonna leave a bigger, uglier stain on this corner of the galaxy?
We won't know until we make it happen.
Well, whenever you're ready to do this, I'm with you. Anything else?
No, thank you. So...
I hope you change your mind about skipping the Hope. It's the only chance we've got. What's on your mind?
Maybe I can't tell him what I did. I've decided to skip the Hope.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
I want to talk about the Hope?
Certainly. How can I help?
People aren't going to notice a gigantic colony ship?
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule.
Yeah.
The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
Should I expect any resistance?
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
Okay. Maybe it'll come up later? Extinguish plasma cutter before returning to pocket. Yeah, that's the sort of thing you need to leave yourself a post-it note for. Alright, so I guess we'll report back to the adjutant and see what she has to say. And then maybe that'll be our bailout point. I guess I shouldn't have expected the double cross to be straight out the gate. Actually, it would be a triple cross at this point, wouldn't it?
Captain,
We'll see how...
You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Your signal made it through. We've pinpointed Dr. Wells's orbital lab. Excellent work. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony.
Byzantium's a big place.
Meet me in my office. I've authorized your ship at my personal landing pad.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say, considering she didn't sign off. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Let's go. Alright, well I guess we'll go talk to the adjutant, eh? Why would I land there? I don't think I would land there.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium.
Thank you.
Captain.
I guess I'm supposed to step out the door.
Do return in one piece.
That's a funny looking ship. Workbench. Nice. Oh, are they actually going to take away all my guns?
Not so fast. All right, you're cleared. The adjutant's expecting you. Go on through.
That's a lot of checkpoint for not taking away my guns. Anything to say about this, ladies? No comments on my apparent betrayal of Phineas immediately after I said we were going to do his plan? Cool sides, guys.
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend. For better or worse, Wells was responsible for putting you back on your feet. That said, he's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you are entitled to collect a reward from Percival.
Tell me why you wanted to see me.
I understand you've infiltrated the Ministry. The things you discovered there must have been shocking, even disturbing. Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but we must accept the truth before we can move forward. Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society, followed by extinction. I know this must come as a surprise to you. I imagine you have questions.
Is that why we were suffering plague in Edgewater? Malnutrition? All those folks sick and dying, and you knew why the whole time?
Yes, Miss Holcomb, we knew why. We've known for some time that Edgewater was dying. The colony itself is dying. The suffering you experienced in Edgewater, the disease, the starvation, will soon spread across Halcyon unless we act.
What's in this for you? There's gotta be an angle. There always is for people like you.
I appreciate your skepticism, Dr. Fenhill, but I'm not doing this for any personal gain. My angle is the preservation of our colony by any means possible. Nothing more, and nothing less. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, the colony is on the verge of collapse, but there is a way to save it.
We need to talk about the Lifetime Employment Program.
I'll answer however I can.
You don't believe it, do you?
The lifetime employment program is not some malevolent strategy of an evil mastermind. There's no dark secret buried in the fine print. The program is logical, it's reasonable, it's merciful, and most importantly, it will work.
None of those things is true. And if you believe them, you're a fool. I saw the presentation.
Byzantium is the beating heart of our colony. And as long as Byzantium survives, Halcyon may one day recover from the collapse. We must protect this city at any cost. Help me execute the lifetime employment program, and you will have earned a place of honor in Byzantium. You will live in comfort and want for nothing.
Yeah, only that's not true, because this city will collapse and die because no one will be producing the things that they consume. And these people certainly can't do it. So that's a non-starter. Tell me why you wanted to see me.
We need to talk about Emerald Vale. You handed Edgewater over to a band of dissidents. I can't have this. Adelaide McDevitt and her people have no place in the Halcyon that is to come. Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out. No survivors.
I get that you board types are all about efficiency, but isn't this a bit much?
I'm asking your captain to amputate a rotting limb from the colony. I'd expect you to understand, Dr. Fenhill.
You're a monster.
Someone has to be. Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a decision from you.
The answer is no.
Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, Captain. I rather like you, and I'd hate to have you shot for disobeying a direct order.
Go to hell.
I'm disappointed. I was so sure you had potential.
Their mistake.
Bring them!
She doesn't even have any goodies. Or a right arm. Disobeying a direct order. As if you could think that you could just strong-arm me like that. I mean, who do you think you are? You certainly don't have 10,000 rounds of ammunition for your utterly insane shotgun. Now am I going to have to go downstairs and murder all of those people too? Oh. It didn't even occur to me that this was the building I was in. I suppose I should have thought of that. So now do I get to go back to Phineas and tattle on myself? Does it even matter anymore? Ah, first I have some more guards that I have to kill. Ladies.
Huh? What? Make him regret it.
Wow, am I just going to murder my way all through Byzantium? This is not the consequences that I thought I was signing up for. That's okay. I did describe all of these people as useless, so if they have to die, they can die. None of you are shooting at me. You may live. This totally isn't the way that I came in. I'm just gonna... I cannot fast travel while near hostiles. So what if I just you know. Yeah, this'll work. You know what? No. That's not who I am. If those guards want to shoot at me, that's fine. Hello.
Incoming!
And... whew. What on earth is making that crazy noise? Is that their alarm system? Shouldn't have taken up arms. Oh. It's the domesticated canids making that awful noise. Interestingly, the guards don't seem... Whoop, that one was already dead. The guards don't seem to be summoning any more guards. It's a little surprising. Alright, ladies, do you think we can make our way to the ship without shooting anybody else? Well, there's definitely some red triangles over there. I may not be able to fast travel. To the ship, please. Where my ship is? Ugh. I don't even remember how to get to my ship from here.
What was that? Got the drop on us. Here it comes! Oh, don't mess with us. Bring him down!
Do you see how good my trigger discipline is? I haven't shot any civilians yet. Now that I've said it, it's going to happen. Oh, can I shoot the ad drone? I might make an exception for the ad drone. Hey, buddy. How do I get to my ship? I'm clearly going the wrong way. I'll leave them. They're not even shooting at us. It would appear this killing spree might have been unnecessary. Hey guys. Where? Where are you? Apparently somebody gave Mr. Billingsley a note to Mr. Billingsley.
Oh no! Please! I don't want
Yeah, okay, so it looks like I didn't actually need to kill anybody in town. What obnoxious noises? Did I take the wrong elevator or something? I must have done, because I didn't wind up in the same lobby that I started in. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, good. Alright, we'll go back up here and see what happens. Okay, ladies, so that was quite a bit of unnecessary violence. I hope I remember that when I edit this episode, because that's a pretty good name. Or it's close to a pretty good name. Fortunately, everybody was wearing a helmet, so nobody knows who we were. Certainly neither of you had name tags over your heads, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I was supposed to take this elevator. Embarrassing. See, if they just told me the way out, we wouldn't have had to do any of that.
They're on us.
These assholes can't even hardly hurt me. I might be a little OP. What was that line that Uma Thurman had in Kill Bill? About the ones who are alive can leave with their lives, but they had to leave their limbs because they belong to her. Such a fun line. Anybody else? No? Alright, I guess this is my landing pad now. I'm basically in charge of the colony at this point. Tell you what, let's have a look at our journal. I assume, yeah, botched. I should have just gone and talked to Percival. Whatever.
Dr. Wells has failed to discover the tracking signal broadcasting the location of his lab. I have revised my estimations of his competence accordingly.
Maybe we should go and talk to him about that right quick.
Now arriving at Phineas's top-secret orbital lab.
After all, there is still some the board left, so... you know, it could be a problem for him. And I'd like for it not to be a problem for him.
I won't wish you luck on the Hope. Can't rely on luck. Rigorous calculations and sound logic. That's the ticket. What's on your mind?
I cannot talk to him about it.
Can we talk?
What did I tell you? Harlow's down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
Why are we talking about this? No one uses me like that.
Just as long as you expect it from everyone, you'll always see it coming.
Better to keep people at arm's length.
Hard for them to get a knife in your back that way.
And
People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
amen to that.
See, this is what I like about you. You may not be from here, but you fit right in. You're not helping the scientists because you think that crackpot will save the colony.
I'm not explaining myself to you.
Hey, I'm not trying to box you in, just having a friendly chat. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
I don't know why we needed to have that conversation right now, and I'm done having it. I just wanted to tell Phineas that he's broadcasting his location to the board, because I figure we're going to come back from doing the thing with the Hope, and he's going to be all assassinated or something. And that's going to be possibly really inconvenient for me.
You killed the adjutant? We are outlaws in the truest sense of the word now.
Good. Okay, so we're all out of time for episode 63. Come back and see me again in episode 64, and we will finally make our way over to the Hope. And hopefully I haven't created a no-win scenario for myself here, but I don't think so. I mean, we might not be on the track for the good ending, if that's even a thing, but whatever. Talk to you soon.